Get going. Okay. Welcome everybody for coming tonight. We're going to go ahead and get this started. My name is Shanna, and I'm going to take you on just about 15, maybe 20 minutes of your time, and I'm going to share some really cool stuff with you. We're in this really cool 1 week little season where I'm getting to explain things a little bit differently than I usually do. Okay. So I want to give you a little backstory. Like I said, my name is Shanna. I'm joining you from a little bitty town in South Texas. And I'll share a little more of my story kind of as we go on, but many of you are here because you heard, or you know that your friend has something to do with health and wellness. And you probably know that they've had a life-changing story. That's usually what happens, because that's what happens when people try something for themselves and they have a problem and they find a solution. Well, what do? You solve a problem, people around you notice, you show up differently. We'll talk more about that. And so a lot of you are here because of that reason. And some of you may even know that your friend has a health and wellness business, an online social selling business. And why do they have a health and wellness business? Well, because they had a transformation. People noticed, they told some people. And so you see how this kind of all plays together. So there's a lot of you from that perspective that may be like, okay, well, I want to know, what does this company have that can help me? What is out there that can give me a transformation for my life? And I'm going to share that with you really, really quickly. But I also want to give you insider information, okay? Because right now, the company that we've worked with, that your friend has worked with, this company has been very successful. We did over $100 million in business last year. And the founders of that company are creating a brand new company that launches on February 20th, less than a week away. And in this new company that's going to launch in 15 countries on day one, those of us that have been with the line have this really precious position where we already know what these products do. Okay. So it's a brand new company, but we're looking at some of your I can tell from people that are on, I know your stories. Like, yes, it's a brand new company, but I know that you're off of prescription medications and you didn't even know that was a possibility. And I know that, for you over there, I know that you've used a couple of the products as you've been in the new mommy season, and it changed your energy. I changed your complexion. I've seen your before and afters of your hair growth. Like, I know, and many of you on here, like, know exactly what we have our hands on as far as what these products can do, right? So I don't get to talk super specifically about them, but I am going to tell you stories because right now the company's launching, right? Like I said, February 20th. And we want the people who want to be in the know to be in the know that there is an opportunity attached to it, because what happens is, well, the statistics are 67% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck. So in what we do here, we're just looking for people who want change, right? We're connecting with people who want change. And for some people, that change is going to start with a health transformation, with stress or weight loss or energy. And we already have that in the bag. Like, we already know that we can transform you in that way. Okay. Some people are looking for change and opportunity, right? Like, maybe they're like, I see what I'm working with. Like, I need a change if things are going to be different. Some people are looking for a change in their circle. Like, I live from a really small town and I love everybody that I'm around, but you may live in a geographical area. You're like, I want people that are, wanting to change their lives, or, I'm a health nut and I have been for over 20 years. Y'all, I was the weird one until before like the last 5 years or so, when all of a sudden everybody started taking supplements, and now I'm normal. I was like the leader of the pack. That's what I mean. Like, people that are looking for change, you find that here. So going back to my notes, I'm going to try to stay on task here. So in this, this industry is where people can start something for themselves. And I'm going to paint a picture of that to you. If you've been struggling with sleep and energy and you've been exhausted for months, and if I were to offer you something that completely changes that, how you show up in your life changes. So like, for example, if you start waking up before your alarm clock and you wake up feeling rested and you have energy in the afternoon, you realize you're less irritable with the people that you love, with your coworkers. Like, you show up different when that happens, and people notice. And then what do they say? What are you doing differently? So I want you to reframe what it even looks like to have an online health and wellness business where people grab your link and shop from it, when you're a walking, talking billboard because you're an evidence of the transformation that is available to any of them. We are not, this is modern marketing. This is not sending a bunch of messages saying, hey, I need you to look at what I'm doing. Like you can do this so differently and so beautifully because the products actually work with that transformation. So, I'm going to say we don't have a company name yet. So I'm going to say the company. The company we've worked with is the leader in advanced absorption. So I'll show you here in a second the categories that we're going to have that are going to be available to you and the people that you know. And I can nerd out on all the clinical studies, but here's the short list of what you need to know. When you're dealing with nutrients and them getting into the body, you can look at all the clinical studies, right? That's all good stuff. But at the end of the day, do those ingredients absorb? Do those nutrients absorb into the body? And this is what we are the best of the best at doing differently. This is why we stand out. This is why this company is creating a whole new platform and doing this in such a big way, because we've already mastered this. This absorption where people used to take a supplement and notice no different for, months. They just checked a box. I know I need to take these things, so I do. Those days are over. We have things that when you're taking something for pain and inflammation, you feel it like in your first week. Your multivitamin, get ready. If you've never had a multivitamin that gives you energy and you can tell a difference, you're going to love this. So all of that's in place. All these things work. And so, that's what Viseo has done. So for a long time, people were super skeptical about supplements and they weren't wrong, right? Like, oh, well, they don't work. But those days are over. Like with what we've been through in the last few years, like if you think about it, when I was a kid and growing up, my grandmother took supplements. Now kids take supplements. Like our diets are so deficient. Our lifestyles are so toxic. This is not going to reverse. Like we're never going to go into a season where you don't need supplementation. Like, don't even get me started on the stress and anxiety levels that we have and how that depletes all the systems in your body as well. So we've got this time that moving forward, it's like a line in the sand. Moving forward, everybody's going to have to supplement. And I'm showing you how you can have an online business referring people by sharing your own testimony and transformation, handing them the absolute best. Guess what? You can't get this anywhere else. They have to get it through somebody that moves through our platform, which could be you. Doesn't have to be, but it could be, right? I hope I'm painting a really good picture of all of this to show you what's possible. So I'm going to share my screen. I got one slide for you. And let me play this one slide. So this, those of you that are familiar with our line, you know that we've always been in these categories, but we have simplified it. Okay. So if you know about the company that we were with, you know that we had over 24 SKUs. There were many more products. Guess what we did? We made it super, super simple and easy, because when I shared 24 products, people were either like, oh my gosh, like, how do I narrow down? Like all those things help with weight loss, or all these things help with energy. How do I figure out what's for me? We've taken all the confusion out and we've narrowed it down. We've actually enhanced that product line. So something that did 1, 2, or 3 things now may do 4 or 5 things. It's absolutely incredible. So these are the main categories. I'm going to invite Trisha. So Trisha is one of my dear friends. She also leads a really big team in business here. She is somebody who can tell you what it's like to say, I'm just going to start on the products, and if they work for me, I may share. But she's a health coach. So she has a heart for helping people transform their health. And I love her story because she doesn't even health coach anymore. Because she said, Shanna, what people want in the health coaching world is they want the easy button. They want to be able to have major changes, but a lot of times, like they need like something to help them fast. Well, with this company, we're able to do that, right? We're handing them things that in a matter of a week or 2, transformation. So this is what she does now, is help people with this line and help people have businesses online. It's really, really great. And I can't wait for you to hear her perspective about why you want to know about these products and what they can do for you and your body system. Trisha, thank you.
Awesome. Shanna, thank you so much for that introduction and for inviting me to join you on this call. I cannot tell you how thrilled I am that we are making these changes and that we get to share it with our friends and families right now to be a part of this. If there's anything that the past 3 or so years have taught us, is that people are interested in their proactive approach to health now more than ever. right? Gone are the days of, I'm going to wait till I'm sick and then I'll finally do something about it. No, people are drawing that line in the sand and are saying, I don't want to get sick. And we also know that the human body is amazing, right? It was designed to heal itself. But we have so many things going on in our society when it's that stress and anxiety that Shanna talked about, it's the toxins, it's the depleted soil system, it's all of those things that we think we might be doing a good job for our health, but we're really not. We can't. It's like going to play the Super Bowl with one arm tied behind your back and a broken leg, right? So we're going to simplify how people can be proactive in their wellness. And I love these 6 categories. Why did we choose these 6 categories going forward? It's because this is what's going to impact people's health the most. It's going to have a dynamic impact and cause transformation. So starting right here, gut health. What we know these days, because of science, because of all the research, because of the advancements that we have, is that our gut health is so important. It's helping to regulate so many systems in our body, that gut health is being tied to Alzheimer's in your brain health. Gut health is tied to diabetes. Gut health is tied to autoimmune disease. Gut health is tied to your ability to lose weight or your ability to sleep through the night. There are so many things that are reliant on gut health. So that is number one, something that we want to pay attention to and want to make sure that we're helping people with. So imagine if you took something for your gut health and all of those different things started clearing up, right? Like Shanna said, you'd show up differently in your life. And that's what we were really looking for, people to lead a fun, fulfilled, and empowered life by taking care of their health. Joint health, you guys, we know how important exercise is. And as we start to age, that exercise starts to become painful, right? We're waking up with more aches and pains, the joints hurt, the back, the knees, the hips. And so we want to make sure that we're caring for our joints properly so that we can continue to exercise. Now, maybe your exercise is not going to the gym and pumping iron. Maybe your exercise is that you like to hike with your dogs, or you ride with your horses, or it's that you do gardening. That is all really important for you to keep your joint health intact so that you can continue to do those things and lead a vibrant life. So cellular guardian, so important, the cellular guardian. What we know about protecting our cells is that as we age and as we're exposed to toxins, our cells start to degrade. And what happens to our cells is they replete, they duplicate. And so a degraded cell, a cell that has dis-ease, is going to duplicate as another cell that has dis-ease. So we want to protect the cells. We want to put a shield around them. We want to fortify them to make sure that what's duplicating and replicating in your body is the healthiest cell that it could possibly be. So think about even just those 3 things. You've got your gut health under control, your joints feel good, and you're able to go out and enjoy the world. And now you're protecting your cells from that quick degradation of getting older. So right there, this should start getting you super excited. Immune support. What do we know about the immune system? We've been learning all sorts of things about the immune system over the past few years. So what this immune system optimizer is going to do for you is it's going to eliminate all of the things that you went to the health food store and just kind of scooped into your cart because you read the article or your doctor told you you should take these things. The immune support is going to simplify how you keep your immune system healthy. And I'm not just talking about colds and flus and viruses. I'm talking about autoimmune disease. I'm talking about allergies. All of these things are tied to your immune system. So you want to keep your immune system as healthy and as strong as possible. Superfoods, well, they're exactly what they are. They're superfoods. And we know that we've got the best of the best, what interacts with your body the best from all over the world. But that's really kind of unattainable. I'm not going to be able to travel to all these different countries to get all of this different superfoods. So we're pulling it all together in one simple system. And it also is going to include all the things that your body needs to be the most vibrant it can be. We know that 92% of Americans are deficient in things that are going to protect them and keep them healthy. So we're filling in that gap. And then youthful appearance. You guys, our skin, we always think beauty, right? We think we're aging, we've got wrinkles, we've got crow's feet, we think beauty. Our skin is the largest organ in our body. It is the most important protector of our health going forward. So yes, we're going to physically see that youthful appearance, but it is way, way more important than just beauty being skin deep. It's our skin keeping our whole body healthy. So that's going to be something that is really powerful for people. And as you can see, this is an easy system. They all work together, and they're going to help do so many things to help you live a vibrant, healthy, and really abundant lifestyle. So Shanna, thank you for letting me jump in and share some thoughts.
Of course, you do that amazingly. Thank you so, so, so much. Okay, I want to share a little bit more and then we're going to wrap this up. Okay. I want you to make sure that I convey to you what a online health and wellness business can do for you. Okay. Because when I first was handed an opportunity like this, I didn't understand the residual. Okay. Because health and wellness is a huge multi-billion dollar category. We know that online, direct to consumer, also huge category. Direct sales in itself does more business than the NFL, does more billions than the NFL, to put that into perspective. So are all of these really great things to look at? Yes. I want to show you something to really pay attention to. When you're dealing with products that actually work, you change people's mindset from a expense to a value. Okay. And what does that look like? I mean, when you had a phone that was a flip phone and now you're using an iPhone, why do you pay more? And our products aren't more. I'm not implying that. I don't want to take that the wrong direction. But what I'm saying is, why do you invest in something? Because now it's a value. You don't even think of your phone as an expense. You think, I can't live without this. This makes my life better. That's what happens when people have a health transformation. And now it's not an expense. It's a value to their lives. And when you have value, what do? You naturally share it. Here's the part though, it's consumable. So every month somebody goes and orders it again. So to paint a picture, maybe you have some friends that have done some online or have done some party sales. We don't do parties like that. You can if you want, but you don't have to. But let's say I have my friend sells pots and pans. Okay. And she says, hey, I've got some great kitchen stuff. Why don't you have your friends over in the living room and I'll share this with them, and anything they buy, you're going to get, product credits that night. Okay. I want you to think about this. You're doing the same thing here. You invite somebody to a Zoom or just share your link. You can make affiliate money that way, or you invite to a Zoom where they get the whole picture and decide for them if they would like to have an online business or just be a customer as well. And that leverage, that residual income you make over and over again. You may invite people to a Zoom one time and get paid every single month for them. And you've now set yourself up to leverage whoever they share. Okay. This is really leveraging each other's networks. It's a really fun way to do this, so you're not on your own. I'm not going to do comp plan training stuff here tonight. Just know it's beautiful. And there's lots of ways it's really catering to somebody who has no experience to come into this and set themselves up to make a really substantial, possible income that can be life-changing residual. I want you to hear that. Because health and wellness is not going, I don't think there's a better category to be in. I'm a cancer survivor. I've been in natural health for over 20 years. I know there's nothing better than these products, and the fact that people can only get them from us online, we're sitting pretty. Okay. I also want to say what's happening next. So on February 20th, the new company launches. So you will be able to enroll with whoever invited you to this Zoom. They're going to help you get started. You're going to be on the most incredible team. You're going to have so much support. It's the thing that people love. We have professional people that join our team and they're like, I had no idea there was a world where you'd get this much support and training and the skills that are needed, any of that kind of stuff. So I want to paint that picture for you. I also, if you're just somebody that says, you know what, I would need to start with the products and make sure they work for me. No, we all started that way. So it's totally okay. Many of us started there, but I want to speak to the people who caught vision and you're like, okay, like girlfriend, you got me. I understand residual income. Like what, talk to me really about the business. So hear me loud and clear. If you're just saying, I want to try these products and start there, you may want to go ahead and hop off this Zoom. But if you're somebody that's like, okay, no, give me all the details. I want to know what this business side looks like. Hang with me. I'm going to share another set of slides. I know we have partners on here, so y'all are going to love this too. But let me go back to that slide set, and I'm going to show you just a couple ways we get paid. Number one, retail sales. You understand that you share with somebody, you get paid. Okay. Not hanging out here. This is showing you how we leverage teams. Again, not going to hang out here. I want to show you what it looks like to get started. I want to show you the different packages and why. Okay. I'm actually going to start on the biggest one, but those of you who are like maybes, y'all did see, I just flipped through other slides. I'm going to come back to you, but I want to speak to the people that are really like, okay, I want to know what all in looks like and why this is so great. There is an opportunity to be a founder with this company. This is where I'm going to get started because I've looked at the compensation plan and I can share it with you. By starting as a founder gets me the products. I already know and love them, but if you didn't, this is how you'd experience them and be able to get them into your market. But there's some really cool things here. For those of you that have already been in the industry a little bit, this is going to make a lot of sense to you. You are going to not have to place an order for the next 3 months. So your auto ship is included in this package. You also are buying into a global revenue share. What that means is the company takes 2% of everything that they do, and they're paying it to people who are investing as founders. Now, there's other ways we get paid. So if you're not a founder, don't worry about it. You're going to get paid lots of other ways, but I'm speaking to the people that are like, I want to maximize this. This foundation pack is going to pay you. Here's the really cool part. Most companies that offer something like this, you have to get to a high rank. How many y'all have probably experienced this, where you've had to get to a rank in order to be paid at this? I'm telling you that in order to get paid this foundation bonus, it is very, 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 it's the first rank in the company. It's one person on your left, one person on the right, and 3 additional customers. That's it. 5 people in your organization doing a very small amount of business, and you're now getting paid a 2% global revenue share. And I told y'all we're launching in 14, 15 countries on day 1. The projections for the first week. Listen, I don't do hype. Everybody that's known me more than 5 minutes, you know, I will not serve you hype, but this opportunity doesn't need to be hyped. The product line doesn't need to be hyped. The fact that our founders are involved with this, and we already know they took us to a debt-free company in year 2. Like we know all the things that we need to know. We know our scientists are sound. We know our products are novel. They're all original formulations. We don't play with anything other than that. This is something that I would look seriously at and grab the video on the compensation plan. This is really, really special. Okay. I want to also say this builder pack is great for many of the same reasons. You're not getting the foundation pool, but when they're showing you that you're paid at certain levels right out of the gate, you've increased the amount that you're paid in your build just by ordering one of these 2 packages. So if you're saying, how do I make the most money? I want to launch my business right out of the gate. I'm already, I'm already thinking of people that I want to share this with. You're going to want to look at one of those 2. If you're like, hey, I'm still looking, I'm still getting my bearings, here's the premium pack. You're going to get all the products that you see here, and you see you're paid this leadership matching bonus. I want to stop and I want to talk about this leadership matching bonus. Okay. This right here, I'm actually going to stop this because I want to like talk to you face to face on this. On this leadership matching bonus, except why can't I get to that screen where I can see your faces? Okay, here I go. This leadership matching bonus, this is like a finder's fee in traditional corporate America. Okay, so let's say I get started and I love the products and I'm like, I may share here and there. I'm not really necessarily trying to build a big business, but I love it. And I probably will share my link and make some money. And this all sounds great. So I'm going to be a partner with this company. I'm going to pay that $30. I'm going to get wholesale pricing and get myself a package and have my own health transformation. I'm winning across the board, even if I don't do anything big here. You follow me? But let's say I have lunch with my friend Dottie and she's like, girlfriend, your skin looks entirely different. I'm like, oh my gosh, yeah, I am on something new. I totally love it. There's a little opportunity here. I know you're a businesswoman. You should take a look at it. And Dottie hops on a Zoom. She's like, holy smokes, Shanna, you didn't tell me it was all this. Like, I want to do this thing. Okay. And so Dottie hops in and joins my organization, and she goes to work and goes to town. Now, y'all, I'm still me. I'm still not big at building a big business. I'm still like, I'm just sharing with like a couple people a year, but I'm fine. But I'm qualified at that first one person on the left, one person on my right rank. I make 20% commission off of everything Dottie makes every single week. Check match. So if Dottie makes $1,000 a week, I just made $200. Add that up over the course of the year, because did you see, like, as those ranks, once you're a star one that qualifies you for that 20% on Dottie, you stayed qualified for a year. Most compensation plans, you would only get check match on Dottie if you're matching her production in your other leg at the same time. So I know this is, if you're brand new, like I said, you should have hopped off, but if you're not, you should be holy cannoli. How is this happening? And this is why, because the company that is being created isn't a company, it's a platform. Okay. Hear me. When we're creating a platform, it is a collaboration of industry leaders. Normally, a company has a great product and they're looking for a distribution model. They make a compensation plan and they say, this is what we'll do for those of you who share our products. This is different. The best networkers in the world have been looking, they've been basically dreaming of a perfect world where we write the comp plan, where it's written so that the brand new person with no experience really gets set up for success. And that's how it's written. Okay. It's not written so people at the top write a paycheck and don't work. That's gone, right? Can you still build it big and make a ton of money here? Yeah, I plan to go all the way to the top, but you don't have to. And most people don't, to still make really great money. Okay. And so as you're looking at that and this platform, do you see why I'm calling it a platform, not a company? A company, you work for a company. Okay. Platform is there to support you, to support your goals, your dreams, and where you're going in the world. So when we talk about this platform and how this is structured, part of this being so disruptive in the marketplace, part of why they're projecting a $40 million first week launch is this modern compensation plan that is the dream of people who've been in the industry. I've been in 6 years. This is truly my dream, and you're invited into it. So, okay. I hope I painted a great picture. I'm going to stop this recording. Thank you. Get back to whoever sent this to you and get your questions answered. February 20th is the launch date. That's when you want to grab your package and get in here and plug in and get ready to have some fun. Those of you